Okay, we're good. We're good now. I had to restart the software to see my chat. Now I can see the chat. Perfect. How's everybody doing? Happy birthday, Leo. This is for you. Remember, today is the Lionsgate portal or whatever. Again, I stated on the other video, I really don't care for it much, but a lot of people think it's very significant and important in their life. Now, I have this card here because when I was setting up everything, I was wondering, should I start reading individually for the Zodiacs, and if I should it be like in order? The source came out, which is funny enough, the sun. Literally just popped out of this somehow. I'm not sure. Like, I just picked it up and it fell over. And yeah, I was like, okay, Leo. And it is 8/8. So happy birthday, Leo. And I hope you're having fun and I hope life is good. If not, just remember that sometimes difficulties only last for a little bit. So hold on tight. Keep moving forward. Do your thing, Leo. We need you. We need everybody here, right? Whether you're a moon, sun, whether you're a Scorpio, Sagittarius, it doesn't matter. We need you here. There's a reason. There's a purpose for you to be in this world, in this, in this time. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a couple of cards, especially from this deck, and then we're going to see what's going on with you energetically. Other than that, I guess we'll tap into love and other things, okay? So let's see what's going on with you energetically in the month of August. What should you expect to experience or to feel energetically through the month of August? This one's kind of tricky. I'm gonna try to describe that for you, but I'm gonna get you another card. Kind of cool because it is creator fire, and this is kind of like a very strong card. Notice it doesn't have a number, it has a pyramid, and fire is your element, Leo. So there's some exercises you do with this card. I'll read them to you just because it's your birthday and the portal is happening, so I feel like it's for some of you guys it's really important. You get one more card. There it is. Limitation inspired innovations. I like that. Let's begin describing the cards, and then we'll pull some tarot just to see what to expect in this month. All right, let's start with limitation inspired innovations. Number 52. That's 5 plus 2. That's 7. If that means anything to you. 52. Limitations inspire innovations. Essential meaning: possibility, a bridge between worlds, innovative ways of thinking, creative solutions arising because of the limited working materials, higher consciousness. See that? Possibility, a bridge between worlds. So you're leaving something, you're creating something new. For some of you Leos, I feel like it's been a little stagnant. It's been a little unsure. It's been a little hard. I would say a little hard lately, but overall, I feel like you got this. Things are gonna get better. I don't know if I said it on this video because this is the second time I started this live, but I said, you're wanted, you're desired, and you're needed here in this world, in this reality. So Leo, keep pushing, keep moving forward. Don't give up. There's a reason why you're here. Everybody has a purpose. Just because we have a brief moment of uncertainty or lack of understanding life, then that doesn't mean that that's all there it is. There is for us. There's so much out there to experience, to conquer, to learn, to, oh man, there is so much. So if you're in an unfortunate time, I can't talk today, I just woke up literally, an unfortunate time where like you're having a hard time, hey, hold on really hard, because we need you to get better. We need you to you know, be part of this world. Okay. Oh yeah, and then creator fire. Let's see. That's one of the last cards here. The funny thing is that you are a master. Your element is fire, and you're like a fixed sign, Leo. Creator fire. Fire is connected to passionate and enthusiastic energies. It is present in the zest of impulsivity, and spontaneity. Ooh, I can't read today. And in the spark of new ideas, its realm is one of the quick movements and intense creativity. Fire also relates to the destruction and rebirth, and to vital purification. What can fire teach you about the present? Question mark. And what can your passion and desires teach you about what's yet to come? Is there something that needs to be burned down in order to rise again? And what does the intensity of your creative flame whisper to you right now? Is your creative force being stoked and tended? I should have waited because I just literally woke up. But element of fire, deep dive, light a candle to begin, and dive into feeling your passion. Find your passion. What's your level of passion for your situation? What's your fiery inspiration? If you could live in a state of inspiration, what would you be doing? What will you be doing? And what would that look like? Transform. Fire is creative phoenix. It forms things into their basic elements and gives them new life as mineral parts of another being. It's being anew. Meditate on the phoenix. When you are reborn like the phoenix, what does your life look like? Dance. Move to your favorite music, to tribal or ancestral drumming, or even to the rhythm of nature and the elements around you. Stare deeply into the campfire or into the flame of a candle and watch it move. Allow your body to follow the flame as you move in sync with the element. Manifest your dream into your body. Maybe, just maybe, begin to lead the dance and watch the flame begin to follow you. That's what the creator fire is. It's like a retouch, remembering of the elements we have: earth, air, fire, and water. Obviously you are fire, Leo, so that's all you. Some of you guys need to reconnect to your element, right? So one thing I will tell you, like, we are a mix of like the elements and the zodiac signs. So if you haven't looked into your birth chart just to see like what's your rising, your moon, and what your other subjects and criteria fall into, whether planetary or with zodiac signs or energies, I'll put up a link once I get off the live. I'll put up a link, and you can check it for free just to see. Just remember that you could be a Leo, but you could also feel like you're a Pisces, or you're like a, air sign or whatever. Let's see what's going on in the month of August for you, Leo. Thank you so much for being here. Look at that. Tuning in. There we go. Good card to have. Sorrow. Not so good. Consciousness. Too many right here. I'll take this one. Going with the flow. At the bottom of the deck, you have abundance. So let's talk about it a little bit, Leo. Month of August, we have a mix of inspiration with a hint of maybe depression, or maybe feeling like things are just difficult, right? You might be trying to create something new in your life, where you're trying to shift reality, shift work, passion, you know, hobbies, whatever it is, jobs, career, whatever it is, it feels uncomfortable. And that's one of the most, you know, the feeling uncomfortable through a, through an, through a, what's it called, transformation or a big change is pretty normal. And if it doesn't feel uncomfortable, then it means that the change might not be all that great, right? Because when we go through something uncomfortable, it pushes us to grow in a field where obviously we're not comfortable, and so we need to get used to it, so we need to grow. Now you do have tuning in number 4, and this card pertains to like meditation, pertains to like psychic connections. Notice how the individual is, a lot of people will say like this, oh, this person is maybe contacting like the afterlife, but it's not necessarily. It's just, it says that, you know, while you meditate, while we calm everything, all the voices, the bills, the you know, like everything that we have, you know, embarked on in life, you know, kids, pets, work, friends, family, you know, that keeps, you know, going around in our head. By tuning in and shutting everything down, you will regain, you know, you will regain peace. And that's what meditation is all about, is like turning everything off and connecting with yourself. That's how you connect to source. That's how you connect to pretty much God, okay, or the universe, if you want to say it, Earth, pretty much anything, right? Shutting everything down. Remember, you're not your brain. That's not you. Like who we hear here, that's part of you, but this could also control you, right? So it's gonna be very important for you to like meditate, relax. If you are going through something difficult, or you are gonna experience something difficult, sorrow here to me pertains to like feeling kind of, I'm getting like a type of hermit vibe, where you just want to be isolated, where you rather be alone through the month of August, unbothered, right? You don't want anybody to bother you. There is something deeper when it comes to that, Leo. Look into what is triggering that feeling. Obviously, you know, everybody wants a happy life, but we cannot always have a happy life. And to be able to appreciate the good life coming up ahead, we have to go through this time and this feeling of like things are not working out for me. Things are not good for me right now. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. So we have to experience the bad to appreciate the good. Also, vice versa. We have to go through a lot of good to, you know, understand what's bad, right? So we have sorrow and consciousness going with the flow. I feel like you are evolving throughout this month, Leo. You are changing, especially with this quiet time of sorrow. Like, I hope you're not, you know, warning anybody, but you know, if it pertains just to you and you're just a little depressed or a little low on energy and you just rather just stay in and watch movies or whatever, that's all good. But consciousness, going with the flow, is here as well. You are doing a lot of deep thinking, deep diving, soul searching. How would you say it? The dark night of the soul, or whatever they call it. I've been through stuff like that, where it's like you have to like analyze things that are not making you happy, you know, and it's just a part of understanding who we are and what we do and what we're supposed to do here, right? So it's a very difficult time and a very difficult you know, feeling to feel that you don't have any options, or you don't, you know, you can't move from where you're at, right? Feels like it's a little bit stuck. Where is the other tarot deck? Let's see what tarot wants to say. Oh yeah, at the bottom of the deck, you do have abundance, so things will get better. Look at that. You have a new beginning, a new start, or a fresh start in life, as I pull from the deck. Abundance and the Fool. Some of you guys are working into gaining more money, winning more money, acquiring more money, inheriting more money. um it says that it's gonna be good for you. It's just, you just have to go with the flow right now. Understand, like, everything that I talked about, how it might feel dark and sometimes, but you have to push through. You have to hold on and push through. Okay, if if anybody can do it, I think Leo is the one to do it, because Leo has the strength, you know. That's your card on the tarot, strength card. It means that you can pull from within to pretty much accomplish or go through anything that you're going through. Okay, you do have the power, you do have the love, you do have the tools, and that is going to be deep within yourself. So let's see what tarot wants to say, wants to tell you here. We have the Emperor, the Death card. See, big changes. So changes are happening here for you, Leo. Okay. Big changes, big awakenings are happening here. Ooh. The cards are flying. The cards are flying out of, my hand, and they are talking right now. Big changes. Emperor, Death card, the Hangman. This deck, I like this deck because this is the after tarot, I believe it's called, and it's after what happens, death. Notice how the Death card is not as dark. There's not a skeleton there. It's a night. Well, I mean, if it focuses, you see the face is kind of still like a skeleton, but it's daylight. The sun has rised or risen. And so it's a new day. It's a brand new day. Yeah, the disaster happened. We see, the changes, sick people, ill people. So things already happened. We already went through the difficult time. Now is the new day. Now it's like, okay, this happened. Now what can we do? I know this is a very harsh image for some people to see and watch, and it's very scary, but Death card signifies big changes. Okay, the old you is no longer present. You are a new person. There's permanent changes, change in life and all that. So I like it. I like what's going on here, Leo. It's just that it still feels like you're still going through it in the month of August. So some of you guys are, even though it's your birthday week, maybe you're putting up a mask, you're putting up a face and saying, hey, it's my birthday, I'm gonna have fun. But deep down, you're constantly analyzing, you're constantly thinking of the changes, of the things that, everything that is happening here. What's up, Veronica? Oh my goodness. Who's blocked? I am blocked. Oh. And what's up, y'all? Big changes, huge changes. I like how you have the Emperor, Death card, and Hangman. Everything that kept you stagnant, everything that kept you holding back from, we're all entitled, and we all have this vortex of infinite wealth and abundance. Okay. When we're ready, we open that vortex and we allow it and we welcome everything into our life. Now, I feel like that change is happening for you. You're allowing things to happen to I like how the Hangman is here. If it was to be the regular Rider-Waite tarot, I'll probably be like, damn, there's blockages here for you. But notice how the after tarot says the Hangman was hanging and the Hangman got aid, and now the Hangman is going to be able to, remove themselves from this situation to be able to, gather the knowledge and what it's needed for the Hangman to get off, right? There's help now, right? You don't have to hang there. So to me, it's like the changes are catapulting, just let's just say porting you to a whole new life and experience here in this reality. So big changes, somewhat uncomfortable. I feel like you're gathering a lot of wealth, also a lot of wisdom here. You're putting up a strategy to where you're gonna be able to accomplish a lot. Okay, whether this is through a some sort of hobby, some sort of maybe self-employment, or contracts and stuff like that. There is something happening here now, because we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups pertains to your childhood, pertains to like your deep core love, heart values, and it pertains to feeling lighthearted, also feeling like life is a game, right? You're seeing it, you're seeing everything different, now you're healing some sort of childhood trauma. I feel like it's done, it's over. If you've been, battling depression due to like abuse or whatever traumatic sense you went through, whether with parents or just even yourself, it feels like you're releasing all that. It feels like the dark, dull days are over, Leo, and it feels like we're touching more into our our childhood or childlike behavior and seeing things for what it is and moving forward. It's like you have a problem. Okay, the problem is not going to affect you in any way, like it's just going to continue to live life, live happy, be happy, not let anybody get in between that, because you already spend way too much time in the darkness here. Look at that, the Empress. That's beautiful, Leo. Some of you guys have a beautiful, bright future ahead of you. The Empress is everything. I love how we have the Emperor and the Empress in the same spread, because that allows me to believe that you have acquire some sort of balance, some sort of status here, where even your energy or your aura or everything, like spiritual, you acquire both the yin and the yang, so you're well balanced here. You are the Emperor, which is a go-getter, which is or the Emperor is like a boss. The Emperor is like very abundant, very rich, but also they know what to do. Like they're so wise that they know what to do when it comes to people, money, properties and stuff like that. Not only that, but you have the Empress, which is the you would say this kind of like the wife of the Emperor. And the Empress is a significator of continuous growth. So like you are creating something that is going to continue to grow for the next, I want to say 30 years or so. So keep going at it, keep moving forward. I feel like all your hard work is going to start paying off. You're going to see like a huge change in your life. You've acquired some sort of connection to the divine, some sort of connection to God, universe, whatever it is that you believe in, and you are anchoring yourself there and saying, okay, I got this, and you're moving forward. Growth and expansion for the Empress. You're also going to find somebody pretty soon that is going to, if you're a single Leo, you're going to find someone that is going to be your complete match, right? Like you're going to feel great. You're going to feel empowered, whether you're a male or a female. And it also, it's going to, you guys are going to be like children, it's going to be a lot of love, a lot of happy moments. And it feels like the weight is coming off your shoulders, Leo. I know I'm talking a lot, but this is your reading. This is for you. So it's all about you. We're not going to talk about anybody else, but just you when it comes to this energy, okay? So you do have the power. You've acquired some sort of new level of energy, aura, or something like that. For some of you guys, your aura is going to change color. For some of you guys, your aura is going to change color. There is a company here, I think in Denver, that photographs your aura. So I'm kind of curious, because I did that like, was it like 2 or 3 years ago? And my aura was like all red and yellow. I wonder if it's changed. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles pertains to like holding on to your money or being very trying to save your money, right? Now, in this particular tarot deck, it says that holding on to money or being too safe will lead you nowhere, right? This is why the Four of Pentacles here on the regular Rider-Waite tarot, like the Four of Pentacles is somebody who's reserved, who's making a strategy, who's planning something. But this is the opposite. It is the after. So it's trying to tell you that if you don't put up a plan, if you don't create something, if you don't have a goal set, right? If you don't invest what you have, then time will pass by and fly. Notice how the death is here, saying like, hey, you kept all your money, but was that even worth it? You know, like death is here. You know, it's like we don't own money. We cannot. Money is an extension of us, but at the same time, it's like we're not, you know, meant to keep it. Like we need to circulate it, right? We need to invest it. We need to put it towards somewhere. We need to be smart with it, right? Money can open a lot of doors for you, and it could be very, very positive. It's when you start getting greedy and when you have addictions and money or gambling problems, and you start throwing people under the bus due to that, then that's when money is like bad for you. But money is never bad. Money will open up the doors. Money will make your life more comfortable and easier just for you and your offsprings or your circle, whatever family. So never think that money, too much money is bad. It's not, okay? That's just what other people that don't have money want you to think, is like it's bad. Too much money is bad because it makes us feel bad. Us, the poor people, us, the ones that don't want to create, us, the ones that don't believe we can have. You know, it's like, I get it. There is, you know, I come from a very small town, and I literally, you know, you could say it was a hard life, you know, and I've been to where I didn't have no money or couldn't do anything, you know, as a child, because my parents, you know, were struggling and all that. But yeah. Four of Pentacles to me, it's telling you that open up, you know, open up to your possibilities. Don't just, you know, when I say, I've always said this before, I'm going to talk a lot. I don't care. This is your reading, Leo, and it's all about you. Again, that's what I said. But I've always said life is 360. Wherever it is, you know, like I'm sitting here, but wherever I look, see it as a path. Whether I look up, down, back, forward, it doesn't matter. Life will continue to move forward in whichever direction you want to go, whichever path you want to take. You just got to understand, is the path right for you? Is the path good for you? Are you hurting any other people while you're traveling through that path? So the Four of Pentacles right now is trying to tell you, like, you have so many possibilities. Why are you so fixated on one thing, on just one thing? Open up, see where you can explore, or you can, you know, grow more, and then go back to your original idea. That's one of the things that I learned about life, is like when you first start something, it's going to take time for you to develop and evolve through that skill. You know, there's people that make everything look so easy, and that's because they've been doing it for so long and they're very confident and comfortable doing whatever it is that they're doing. And there's those others that struggle, that can't even start. And that's because you are fresh to it, because you need to get used to it, because you need to learn more, because you need to practice more. But you're passionate about it. If you don't give up and you continue, you're passionate about it. So there's a good sign right there, right? So Four of Pentacles is telling you, hey, open up your eyes, look around. What else can you do? How else can you, you know, propel this idea, this feeling forward? Maybe take a break from whatever it is that you're trying to acquire, and then focus on something else, and then come back to that original idea, that original goal, and make it happen. Sometimes, you know, we need to grow in different areas of our being to be able to accomplish what we want to, or what we believe and we feel in our heart that belongs to us. Things are not going to be given to us until we evolve and we are able to handle it. That's why I say, like, a lot of difficult times, it's just a sign of the universe saying, hey, you need to grow as a person, because what's ahead of you, it's either going to be really, really tough, or it's going to be really, really, really good, but you need to be able to withstand and hold on to the gift that is being given to you. So continue to move forward, continue to adapt and grow through the multiple skills that you have. Okay, Leo. Nine of Cups. I think you're learning to, I don't like how there's a lot of glare. I think you're learning how to love yourself. I think you're learning how to, understand yourself. A lot of people are in this body, in this reality, in this life, and don't even know themselves. They focus their life on other people, their circle, social media, that they forgot what it was to be present in this body, like in this, in this reality. Some people depend on other people's approval rather than theirs, and that is a red flag. So I feel like you're also understanding and knowing that you're like the most important character of this lifetime, because this is this is your life. And if you choose to be stagnant, if you choose to feel sorry for yourself, if you choose to not fight for what you want to accomplish in this life, which is your mission to survive and to to keep pushing forward. The Nine of Cups right here tells me that you're going to discover a whole new part of yourself that is going to help you understand you. Maybe that's why I said that. If you guys, I don't know if I said it on this video or the other one, but if you guys need, I'll put up a link for a website that will give you like a birth chart, so you can see what your rising and your moon signs are, so you can understand yourself a little bit better. You might be a Leo, but you could also be acting or be feeling like I said, like a Scorpio, Sagittarius, or whatever. You're not necessarily just a Leo. Remember that. Last card, and we'll move on to love. Seven of Wands. It's crazy because the Seven of Wands on this tarot deck kind of looks like the Five of Wands on the Rider-Waite. It says to fight and defend yourself. It's a card of, in the opposite side on the regular tarot, Seven of Wands is like holding back, being narrow-minded, being like hard-headed, wanting one thing one way. The Seven of Wands here is saying, shoot, maybe you're gonna have to fight for this. Maybe you're gonna have to go against yourself, your thoughts or your beliefs, and continue to push forward. It also says to hold on, because maybe you're gonna experience people lashing back at you. Whatever changes you're making or whatever you're creating here, people might give you bad feedback, and don't let them fool you into thinking that you're doing something wrong, because you're never doing something wrong, right? We're all here in this experience, and we're all here trying to survive and trying to push forward and accomplish the dreams we've always acquired, we've always had since we were a child, right? At the bottom of the deck to finalize this reading is the Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you, good things are about to happen for you, Leo. I'm telling you that good luck is happening. It's coming to you. Love is also coming to you. Look at that. Love is also coming to you through the month of August, if not after August, for the next 30, I want to say 30 days, or not 30 days, 30 years. But if it's not 30 years, it's going to be 3 years. But that's what I got at the initial spread. And I think I mentioned that. But yeah, beautiful things are about to happen in your life. You just have to allow it. You cannot also be like too close-minded, or too narrow-minded. You got to open up and understand that reality, again, it's like 360. It's like stand up, look forward, look back. It doesn't matter which way you travel or which, life will continue to move forward. So plan your strategy, plan your journey, plan what you want to do. Nothing goes as planned, but at least the feeling or of being in control, it feels good, right? It feels good to say, I plan to have this vacation and now I'm doing it. Whether it's a good vacation or a horrible vacation, whether it rains a lot or, we can't do anything, that's going to be up to life. That's what life is going to teach you. But the goal you set and the goal you acquired or, fulfilled, it's going to be good for your soul. It's going to be good for you. Don't worry about the unfairness, the difficulties that life throws at you. Continue to live, continue to love, continue to move forward. Okay? That's what I have for you as far as that. Very positive cards, very interesting energy happening here in the month of August. Congratulations, Leo, on your birthday. And let's get on to the more juicy and entertaining stuff like love and finances, I guess. All right, I'm gonna get the Dancing in the Dark tarot deck, and I'm gonna ask Dancing in the Dark, what are things to look for in the month of August? Okay, what are we gonna experience? What's gonna happen? A few let's get a few predictions here for Leo. I feel like a little bit of darkness there, Leo. Hope you're not dealing with addictions or things just spiral out of control for you, okay? Be careful, because you're an individual that is easily influenced. You might not believe that, but as soon as you get validation, as soon as you get like some sort of like praise, you're gonna get addicted to that. Like, you're gonna feel like, oh, I gotta do it again, or I gotta do it this way. I gotta show them, because you love the attention, whether you want to admit it or not. But it's cool. I mean, you can say, I don't like attention, but whatever we go. I always say that, but yeah, I'm like when I get attention, like positive attention, I like it. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel proud. It makes me feel really good. We have an opportunity, an offer here. This could be at work. So the Page of Pentacles, you're looking at maybe a promotion. You're also looking into someone giving you like some sort of position or a task or a mission, you could say. Someone's trying to offer you something here. It has to do with finances, but it also has to do with like life overall. So it could be like additional money, right? It could also be like a gift, a tangible gift. It could also be an opportunity for you to grow in a company or a business. Okay, so there's an idea that somebody's giving to you, and this is an individual person that is handing you this proposal, and it's going to be up to you. But expect gifts, expect invitations, business deals, and all that in the month of August. Three of Wands here lets us know that traveling is possible in the month of August for you. Moving forward, you've been waiting for something, someone, and it's about to arrive. It's about to happen. Whatever hopes and desires you've had, prior to August, or before August, it feels like it's about to happen around this month, if not September. But it will happen. Three of Wands is like, hey, you already did the work. You already manifested. You already created all this, energetic um I don't know how to explain it, but it's like when our brains start talking and saying things. See, Leo, let me tell you something. Our brains are like a manifesting machine, okay? Listen to this. Our brains, that's not who we are, okay? That's not who we are. But our brains are a manifesting machine. What you tell yourself, what you tell others about you, how you talk to yourself, how you look at your life, it's what you're manifesting, because that's what's creating your habits. That's what's creating everything. Like, your brain is the manifesting machine, and the words and the thoughts you feed into it is what it's creating through actions that are kind of like subconscious in a way, because when you say, let's just put it this way, not all Leos are addicts, but let me just put a bad example. When you say I'm an addict, like, I like to drink, I like to smoke, I like to do this, I am, I'm a I don't know, I'm a ghetto person, or that's kind of rude, but like, I'm this certain way, you're gonna start acting that certain way. So you're manifesting that lifestyle onto you. Granted, when you're trying to go from something really difficult, really hard, to something really positive, it's not night to day. You need to keep telling your brain, yourself, that you can do this, that you're a good individual at painting, remodeling, construction. I don't know what you're trying to do, Leo. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, you got to keep telling yourself the positive things about it and not the negative. You got to address the negative as, oh shoot, maybe I need a little bit more work here. There's more work to do, and maybe I messed up this transaction, or I messed up this opportunity. So I got more work, ahead, and I gotta work on myself more, and don't see it as, oh, I suck, oh, I'm never gonna be better. You gotta constructively explain yourself that nobody's perfect, nothing's gonna go accordingly, and so there is room for improvement and room for growth, instead of like lashing out and saying, oh, F this, I'm not good at this, I need to find something else because I suck at this. It just means that you haven't done it enough. It just means that you need a little bit more practice. It just means you have to grow a little bit, and you'll get it. Good things are happening here. Promotions, again, gifts, okay? Some of you guys are looking to move out of state, out of country, out of your town. You're looking to move, and you're looking, and that it's looking pretty good. It's looking to the point where, like, you might decide to actually pull the trigger, or you have already decided to move from one place to the other. Okay. I have a letter here. I have a letter, could be with legalities, or some sort of message that you get in the month of August. It has to do with, like, it could be legalities. I don't know why I got legalities, but there's a certain letter, message, call that has to deal with that. Okay, so the Ace of Swords it's to me, when I first saw the Ace of Swords, it was that, like, some sort of letter or some sort of call that you were not expecting. Okay, but there is information there that is gonna change the outcome of your life in the month of August. I feel like you're also, with the Ace of Swords, the more I look into it, is I feel like you're also more grounded and more connected to source. It's like you're finding the link between, you and your soul, or you and the universe. The soul is part of God, so it is going to be linked to, like, source, right? Six of Pentacles, there it is. You're gonna have all the money. You're gonna have if you've been having money, and or financial difficulties, it says that it's gonna improve, it's gonna be better. You're gonna be able to pay off pretty much whatever it is that you owe, or whatever is happening. There's deals happening here. There's people working with you as well. So talk to them if you're backed up, if you're, you know, if you're battling some sort of financial I feel like some of you Leos, there's some sort of you've went through some sort of financial difficulty, but there's additional help, and it feels like things are gonna get better. I don't see you like being on top or like being like, but you're gonna have enough to pay it off. That's what the Six of Pentacles is having enough money to pay off whatever debt, whoever it is that you owe, and then having a little bit for yourself. Okay, so if you're having money issues right now, I see that things are gonna get better. Okay, too many. One more card here. There it is. The Five of Wands is kind of like the Seven of Wands on the other tarot deck. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like through the by the end of August, you're gonna encounter some sort of issue, some sort of problem where people might be against you, or you might have to debate something here. There's backlash. There's like pushback on when it comes to your beliefs and your actions and what you want to do. So if you've been thinking of moving, maybe somebody's saying, "Don't move, stay here. Why would you move? Why would you do that?" You know, if you're trying to walk away from a some sort of job or something like that, or a career, people are saying, "Hey, you know, what are you gonna do? This is not the right time, or this is not the best time." You know, you just have to like persevere through the difficulties, and things will get better. Okay. I also feel like friends and family might, you know, be talking in a disrespectful way, or maybe they're making you feel like things are not the way you think they are. It's like especially if you're a Leo, that you're trying to control a group, or you're trying to overpower someone, or again, it has to be one person, or it has to be a group. It says that the group is going to go against you, so be careful on what you say, be careful on what you're trying to do, because if it doesn't fulfill the group, or if it doesn't fulfill the company, the home, then people are going to be against you. Okay, people are going to fight against what you're trying to implement. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. The Fool, new start, fresh start. So again, some of you guys will move, will create something new in your life. Okay, man. Okay, so I'm done with this, and now we're gonna go to person on your mind. What's going on with the person on your mind here, Leo? Usually the individual videos are like super long, which don't really get that many views, you know, like compared to like the old Zodiac signs. But I don't know, since it's your birthday, Leo. I feel like there's someone from your past, or there's something gathering here, or it's like there's something holding you back when it comes to whoever you're thinking of right now. Or it could be someone like your next person, or someone you know try to date or wanted to date, or something like that for some of you guys, and they keep blocking you, or you keep thinking of them around this time of August, or they keep thinking of you. There's someone here that wants to be with you, that is someone from the past. That's weird. Somebody you have a lot of fun with, you drink with, you dance with, you go out to events with. That's why we have the Three of Cups, you know. It's like somebody wants to be with you. Someone wants to reconnect, reconcile. Someone wants to invite you out. Someone wants to celebrate with you the month of, you know, of August. Like somebody really wants to see you, okay? Tell me a little bit about who's this person on Leo's mind here. Who is this person? Could be a water sign, Doesn't have to be, but it feels like you guys have expressed feelings before, but they're not all 100% like. It's more like jokingly, haha, like I like you, but like testing the waters a little, because the page of cups is here. It's a little immature, not in a bad way, more like just testing the waters, sending a couple of messages saying, hey, I miss you, I was thinking of you, and just to get it started and to get it going. I do feel like you guys do communicate a little bit of love there, but there's also like restrictions, or there's also like blockages here, because it's a page of cups and not a king of cups or queen of cups. Then it's more like, we don't know if we're gonna accept this, or we don't know where we stand, or we don't know what's gonna happen in the future. I don't want to spill everything. Like, I don't want to spill the beans on how I feel about you, but at the same time, it's like, I want to take it easy, take it slow, and see where it goes. The World card, there's a new chapter here happening in your life with this person. So somebody's going to want to offer you a new beginning, a redo. If it's someone from the past, somebody's coming back and saying, hey, I'm sorry. Here's the apology. I'm sorry for the way I treated you. I'm sorry for the way I did things. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to, be out of my life. So I would like to see if we can get something going again, restarted. With the World card, remember, the world is a cycle, a chapter, and again, it could be like being together, going into a relationship here, but it's gonna depend on when you decide, okay? Because the cycle is here saying, hey, you want to go into this new cycle or not. It's gonna be up to you to decide if you want to. Who is this person? You could be dealing with another Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, water sign, Earth. 10 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. It feels like so there's a lot of doubt when it comes to this connection. The person you're thinking of, Leo, there's a lot of doubt. There's a lot of blockages, 10 of Wands. There's things that don't let you come close to this person. There's distance. There's schedules are not right. They're super off, right? Communication is not great. Intentions are good, but at the same time, they're pretty premature, or pretty, I would say, like, it's like when someone's scared to make a move. So they just, so they tease you a little bit, just to see how you're going to react. Now, the 10 of Wands is touching the Page of Cups and the World here. So to me, this pertains to, even if you're trying to go into this new cycle, or even if you're trying to, like, cuff up whoever it is, or they're trying to do that to you, Leo, it's gonna be a mission. It's gonna be hard. There's like things in between, right? We need to drop these wands here to be able to fully come together, and go into a new cycle together. As long as you have, let me ask you this: say the World card is a portal. You see the circle? So say that's the entrance, right? That's the entrance. You think this guy is gonna be able to go through that portal with all those wands, with all those, difficulties right there? Probably not, So what's gonna happen is, if you're dealing with somebody that has a lot of problems and issues, Leo, then all those problems and issues are gonna become yours as soon as you say yes. Let's be in this together, or let's get back together. Let's be together. Their problems will become your problems. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm also saying for the cross watcher, it's like, if the Leo has a lot of problems, once they cross that, and once they say, hey, I want to be with you, just know that someone here has a lot of issues, blockages, difficulties, life, career, personality, whatever it is, So be careful, because whoever you're thinking of has a somewhat of a busy, difficult life, and you're gonna have to deal with that. Vice versa, you might be the same, that one person that has a difficult schedule, hard life, or whatever, and so then those problems will come to you, or you will give those problems to them, which is not bad, because if you guys are a true team couple, or like a what's called a, if you guys are for each other, then you guys will help out each other. Seven of Pentacles is here to let us know that we thought about this. I think I already talked about this. We thought about this connection. We assess it. We're like constantly thinking, should I go back? Should I keep feeding? Should I continue to, give my time to this situation or not? So we're contemplating. We're constantly thinking, should I go into the cycle or not? So someone has you like thinking deep about this, right? It's like someone you appreciate. You don't want to, I would say whoever is in the Seven of Pentacles, you do have some sort of connection to them, but at the same time, it's like maybe you guys, there's so much difficulty that it just becomes very, very hard. Six of Swords, there is closure. There is a lot of talking needed to plan this situation, to plan what's happening here, Leo. Six of Swords also pertains to traveling, so you're getting a lot of travel cards here, Leo. But it's Six of Swords is like communicating and talking and seeing where we're headed, what we have, in our plate, what they have in their plate, what can we create together, right? Where is this headed mainly with that Six of Swords? So some of you guys need to have a deep conversation and be honest. It's very difficult, because even when you've had the opportunity to talk deep, to talk clearly, to talk honestly, it feels like someone gets defensive. It feels like somebody shuts down. It feels like someone says, no, I'm not going to be able to do it. It's not going to be possible, because someone keeps staying narrow-minded, keeps staying in this fixed reality or fixed goal. I don't know. It's like, I don't know why I'm doing this. It's like someone is just looking into some particular problem and making that problem the meaning of their entire life, when it shouldn't be like that. That's a problem. It's gonna get solved one way or the other. What else we got going on in life? Like, why are you just basing everything on that problem? But yeah, you're dealing with someone who's stubborn. Leo obviously is a stubborn individual, someone who's fixed. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, those are stubborn individuals right there. So yeah, that could be you, or you dealing with someone like that. Okay, let's see here. Let's see how this person that is on your mind feels about you. Let's pull their energy here. They admire you for what you built, what you're creating, for your personality, your body as well. They said that they're telling me that they love how you interact, or like you talk, the ideas, the strength, the they're saying that they like everything about you, like the hair, the beard, or if you're a female, maybe not the beard, but only said that because the Emperor has that. And they're saying that they like a lot of things about you, but it's more like they see this image of you, Leo, and they haven't gotten deeper. Like, what they see right now is your exterior. Maybe you're a good looking individual. Maybe like there's something about you. Maybe you're not good looking, but there's something about you that they like. And that's what they see. So the Emperor right now, what I'm getting, I don't know why I'm getting this intuitively, is that they see this version of you, but they don't see the deeper person of you. So maybe you have already connected with this person, or maybe you already dated with this person, and they still see you as, they hold you high, but I don't know why, but I'm getting like maybe they don't know who you really are deep inside. You might give this vibe, this aura of like control, power, respect, wisdom, strategy, fatality, you know, like someone who's strong-minded, who is willing to conquer the world if they needed to. I know that sounds kind of like too much, but they see you as that, but they haven't really met who you are inside. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what I'm getting. So your person, whoever you're thinking of, they see you as someone like a strong individual, whether male or female, somebody who's fully capable of like accomplishing anything they ever wanted. They also, again, it's like they're really into you. Like you, Leo, you have, I don't want, like I don't want to say this because the cross watcher is gonna be like, ah, nah, that's BS. But you, Leo, have a little bit of power over the cross watcher, meaning that the cross watcher is a little weak for you, and that's okay. That's fine. You know, like maybe the cross watcher is like saying, damn, Leo, come get me, come take me, like come make me yours or something. You know, that's how I see that emperor. But man, they do understand, and they do see you as a, you know, higher being individual, or someone who has capabilities and possibilities of becoming something way bigger and something more significant in the future. Okay, they have a lot of hope for you. They also don't, you know, like I saw the Seven of Swords, but they also feel like you have so much potential, but at the same time you lack. You do things the short way. You disappear. You're not fully honest. Maybe that's why they're saying that they can only see your exterior, but they haven't gone to like seeing who you are internally in your heart. Okay, let's see how this person, what's the next actions towards Leo from this person. Ten of Swords, that's not good. I'm gonna tell you one thing, because what I'm seeing here, look at the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna put it right here, Leo. Check this out. Knight of Cups, the Strength card, Six of Cups. Listen, you got an individual here that is all about you. They love you. They somewhat, I wouldn't say like obsessed with you, but they do want you really bad. They have this deep soul connection with you, but their next actions is to, if they're feeling rejected, or if they're feeling like you're leaving or you're pushing them away, they're gonna cut this out, or this connection themselves. They're saying here that whichever individual, like there's an individual here, their next actions is, I'm gonna put this one way, to hurt you. And I'm gonna say that mentally, and I'm gonna say that like emotionally, they might want to hurt you. Okay, or maybe some of you guys is physically. That's weird. That's weird. I don't like that. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, it's ending. So it could also be that this person's going to end. Like, although, like say, because the Emperor and the Ten of Swords is here, like say if you don't open up, Leo, this person's just going to end it. If you reject this person, they're just going to be like, as much as it hurts me to let you go, Leo, I have to like push the sword through me and end this situation. Not like they're not gonna hurt themselves, but I'm just saying, like, you know, like I'd rather push in the sword myself and end this on my terms than sit here and wait to see what you want to do, because someone is just undecisive. Someone might be acting emotionally unavailable. So there is an ending happening here. Also betrayal, so be careful. Somebody might want to betray you and like talk bad about you. Yeah, I don't like the Ten of Swords. I'm gonna get another card. I mean, this individual does love you, but I feel like I'm getting strong that if things don't change, Leo, this individual is just gonna say, you know what, I don't want to talk to you anymore, Leo. I'm good. I'm out. I'm done. You know, like, live your life, be happy. I'm gonna do mine. I'm like, again, I'm like pushing myself, or I'm like releasing myself from this situation is what their next actions might be. Okay, towards you. I just don't like it. I don't like it, Leo. I don't like it, but I don't want to also push the tarot to tell me another story, you know? I'm going to get another card just to clarify their actions. What is this? Give me another card for their actions. Six of Pentacles. You're dealing with somebody who's gonna say, you know, if you're with someone right now, Leo, they're gonna break up with you because they want to interact with other people. They're actually interacting with other people. They're not sleeping around right now, but they're playing with the idea, but they're also messaging people. They're also like talking to people in person, but they're not sleeping around. Okay, but their next actions is to like release themselves from this connection, from this, just to go somewhere else. Okay, I feel like if the 10 of Wands, which is, you know, difficulties in the connection, is pretty, I don't know, I was gonna say vibrant, but like pretty loud or pretty stands out a lot, then it feels like you guys will have some sort of breakup, some sort of disconnection here. Okay, because they might want to talk to other people. Okay, I don't know why I want to keep. Yeah. Six of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles. It could also be that this relationship doesn't work out because financial difficulties, financial issues. Okay. This individual saying that they can't help you financially, Leo, but they're also saying that it's all saying that they're gonna cut this connection off and choose to talk to other people. That's all I see. Like, I'm trying to change it, and I'm trying to, like, you know, like find a positive, you know, action, or the positivity in the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. It says that someone's gonna break up with you, or someone's just gonna release this connection. Okay, in their perspective, what is the outcome of this connection between them and the Leo? What is in their perspective? What's the yeah? So the Wheel of Fortune is here to let us know that things change, feelings have changed, goals have changed, the idea of the whole connection has changed. So it went from good to bad, I will say. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's also saying that, you know, this person is saying that maybe you need more time, Leo. Maybe you need more time to get better, to get more grounded or something like that. And they're going to give you that time, okay? For some of you guys, the difficulties, the blockages is money and distance. Money and distance. I don't know what that means, but for some of you guys, it might be significant. That's what the cross watcher is saying. It's like, yeah, the problem is the distance, and the problem is, you know, it's expensive. It's too much money. You know, it's weird, because pentacles are finances, you know. All right, let's see how, look at that, Leo. Let's see how Leo feels romantically about this person. 10 of Cups, you're saying, this is my person. I really love this person. I have a strong connection. This is soulmate. I see myself being in love with this person, or living together with this person, you know. If anything, Leo's willing to do anything to come towards this person, to match this person in the same. Overall, emotionally, you do have this strong connection to them, okay? You do, Leo. What are Leo's next actions towards this person? Man, Leo, it looks like you're the one creating, making it happen. You want to make it happen. You're saying You know, I don't know if you're the one asking if you want to be, if they want to be in another, going to the cycle, being in this relationship. I don't know if you're the one asking, but you're saying, whatever it is, I am with this person. I really love this person. I really like this person. I see myself growing old, living together, you know, having kids with this person. With the magician, as your actions, you're like saying, okay, I'm willing to help out in any way. I'm willing to play ball. I'm willing to like put effort into the situation and get rid of the wands here. We just need to make some sort of plan, some sort of strategy here with the magician. So you're saying you're up for it. Leo is saying, heck yeah, I'm willing to fix this. I'm willing to work on this. I'm game. What's up? You know, that's what Leo's saying with that magician. This person over here saying, they're like in between yes or no. In your perspective, Leo, in your, you know, in your little brain, you're thinking that this is going to work out, that you guys need some sort of balance. You guys need to, like, you know, address the good and the bad, ground yourself, find a way through with the Two of Pentacles. So in your mind, you're saying it's going to work out. Like, I know that it's going to work out. I know that this is going to be a balanced situation once we address the issues and the problems here. And that is possible, and it's something that you know, you guys are gonna be able to fix. Either you're gonna go into another cycle with this person, a new person, or an old person, but you're saying I'm game, you know. One thing you got, you know, one thing is that I'll tell you something, Leo. All right, if you have, let's just say if you're if you're having financial difficulties right now, Leo, and this person is seeing you as someone who has a lot of money, just put it that way. I know it sounds kind of dumb, but you'll be able to, like, you're gonna understand it if you do go through this. But if some individual thinks that you have a lot of money, that you have a lot of power, but they realize that you're a whole different person, they're gonna be the ones to end it, because they want an emperor. And if you're not the emperor, they're gonna end the connection. Okay. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay. So you do have this card of control, Leo, which is the magician. You know, needing to control, needing to you know, take matters into your own hands. So, but the cards are saying, hey, let go of control issues, you know, allow this to unfold naturally. Don't try too hard, Leo. Don't over stress yourself due to a connection here and the difficulties and maybe the distance or the bridges you got to create to be able to connect each other, you know, whatever that means. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Now, stay optimistic about your love life. To me, it tells me that this situation might not work out. You're dealing with somebody who it just might not work out because there's too many difficulties. So whenever I get this card and I'm reading for some sort of connection here, it pertains to you, Leo. So it's more like, well, stay optimistic because this might not be the right one, or this might not work out the way you think you wanted to, or the way, you know, you were hoping to, and that there's still more love out there for you to encounter and appreciate. And it might not be that one person. Okay. Damn. So that's what I have, Leo. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Whoever you're dealing with, they like encounters, you know, they like to see you and that's it, and then disappear. You know, they like to talk to you, message you for a little bit. With the Knight of Wands, is like, it's spontaneous, you know. It's like, hey, you want to come with me over here and do something, you know? That's the Knight of Wands. It's like, out of nowhere, let's do something. Let's go there. Let's see each other. Let's sleep with each other. And then it goes cold. So The Knight of Wands is like an energy that goes up and then all of a sudden goes down, and then I don't know where it goes up again. It's like spontaneous. You don't really see it. It's like, yeah. So whoever you're dealing with is someone that doesn't really know what it's like to be with you, or there. That's funny because there's a lot of love here. I don't know. It's like you're telling me, Leo, you want this to work. This person is like, I don't know. They don't know. Remember, the roles can flip flop or be vice versa, but yeah. It's funny because I'm listening, like, sometimes I have other music playing in the background. I don't know if you can hear music, but right now what's playing is that old song from the one that goes, I love you to infinity. That's what's playing right now for me. But I know you're hearing something else because obviously there's like copyrighted music that I can't put. But I'm telling you, there's like some sort of love connection here that is pretty deep. Let's see what we have for the single Leos coming up in the month of August. If you're single and not talking to anybody, this is going to be for you. What do we have coming up for Leo? Oh, an opportunity, maybe a date here, someone new approaching your life. Ooh, pages, nice. For single Leos, this is really good. For single Leos, this is great, Doris is funny. The real Furious Farrell. What's up, y'all? Thank you for being here. It's gonna be somewhat of a long video. Man, single Leos, look at that. Sun and the moon on the same spread. Sun and the moon. What's going on? All right. For single Leos, things are looking good. You do have options and you do have suitors, okay? I see an earth sign. I see an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Another Leo. And the fact that the sun card is here, man, you're going to have a good ass freaking time in summer. Money is going to be a little bit tight, so be careful with that. Also, I feel like a lot of you guys will rather focus on your career than in love, but there is people wanting to know you. There is people wanting to like offer you and take you out, maybe go on a date for dinner, ice cream, whatever, a movie. Someone keeps watching you, Leo. You have somebody that you haven't really met or talked to that much that they keep watching you, and they're like saying, whoa, what's going on over there? I didn't know that Leo did that, or I didn't know that Leo was into that. Like someone wants more information. Someone's going through your social media, see who you're posting. If you're single, fully single, or if they could just snoop anything out of your social media. Okay. Back in the day, the ace or the page of swords was also somebody that will like pull up to that person's house. Remember, with the page of swords, is somebody that will drive through your house and do a couple of circles or a couple of turns just to see who's there, if they recognize like a car that wasn't supposed to be there or something like that. That was funny, but that was really popular with when people are like breaking up, and it's like, oh, the page of swords, yeah, they're going circles around your house just to see if anybody like comes in that they don't recognize, just to spy on you. But yeah, someone is like kind of like looking into your profile, looking into your whole thing, whatever it is that you do, and they're looking in to see if you're like interacting with anybody, if anybody new is liking your pictures or something like that. A little jealous, but also a little curious, not nothing to worry about. I do feel like you're a little bit closed out, Leo. So like, open up. If you really want to find love, the opportunities are here in the month of August. But it feels like you're too quiet. You're too chill. You're too calm when you should be like blending in with the crowd and being part of the crowd rather than standing out and being like, yeah, I don't do that, or yeah, I don't want to party, or yeah, I don't want to, like being the outsider. It's never gonna get you like, you know might never get you laid. I don't know. Well, maybe it depends. Like being the outsider, if you're like a true badass, then you probably you'll impregnate the whole group by just looking at them. But not not if you're being like a negative Nancy or like melancholy and sitting down aside from the group and feeling sorry for yourself. Like no. I know some of us Leos love attention, but that's not the right way to get attention. A lot of the things that happen, I just have a little conversation. Just stay here with me, Leo, and listen to my voice, and just have a conversation with me. A lot of the things, a lot of the demons, a lot of the unexplained stuff that happens. Like a lot of the a lot of the health issues are mental issues. Like a lot of people, the way they've trained and the way they put their reality together, when they don't understand or they don't recognize something familiar, they see it as, oh shoot, that's bad or that's crazy. So sometimes, so this is what I wanted to say to you, Leo. Not that you need it, but if you do need it, like, think about this. If you're ever having issues finding love or, being happy, remember that life is not always about being happy. We have light and darkness for a reason, the light and the shadow, for a reason, and it's okay to be in between. But you got to understand that if we are constantly thinking negative, or if we're constantly thinking weird stuff, our reality is going to be weird. That's why I said earlier that your brain is the manifesting machine, and whatever you feed, which is words, thoughts, and maybe even actions towards the brain, it's what your reality is going to become. Okay? Because sometimes you make actions, you make you make actions, or you make decisions based on subconscious beliefs, and what your reality, what you're creating in your brain, that's what is happening here. If you want to make it to where it's magical, yeah, the brain is manifesting machine. Give it positive things, and even when negative things go bad, still think of the positive things and keep moving forward, and see how your whole problem disappears. But if you want to a real, reality answer to that is like, what was I gonna say? Jeez, I already lost my train of thought. If you want like a true, not holistic or like metaphysical type of answer to that, is like, sometimes depression comes from what we feel and what we tell ourselves, because it might not be like, it could be that someone comes and says, hey, your shirt is ugly today, and it could be like, hold on, babas, hold on, okay. It could be that somebody comes and says your shirt is ugly today, but you keep that in your head and you keep repeating it. That's going to bring your energy low. You're going to focus on the negativity of that message, when maybe this person was just trying to make you laugh, or trying to make you, or they thought it was funny, but not necessarily to trigger you to go into a deep depression. So it's what you tell yourself, what you keep in loop in your brain, is what's going to create your feelings here. So that's another way to, like, what do drugs do to the brain? It drugs the brain, it numbs the brain so you can feel different, but it doesn't fix it, because once you're off of that drug or you're off of that control, then you go back to the same thing. So it's going to be up to you to cut that loop, to cut that, over and over negativity, and focus into something positive to be able to get unstuck from that situation. Because life is going to continue to go. People are going to continue to grow old, and you're going to continue to feel the same if you don't do anything about it. If you want change in your life, it's not about who's around you, right? Like that one person that came around and said, your shirt is ugly. It's more about the changes you want to make within yourself. And it's more about yourself. It's not about exterior people. Because once you make a change within yourself, I guarantee you that if that change requires other people to go away or move away or push them away, you will push them away. Like they will go away, So that's how it works. But I feel like there's a lot of people out there making things like way too like, oh, the freaking universe is like, do you think the universe is dumb? Like, do you understand the universe at all? Like, nobody can understand the universe. We can't see, like, nobody can, and nobody will understand the universe. Nobody will understand God, because we're not to that level of understanding something that big. So what do a lot of tarot readers out there, like, they want to say these important words to trick you and make you think that this reality is one thing, but you could also live in a 5D or in a spiritual world, which is not. Like, don't worry about the other side. Don't worry about the other world. Worry about what you have going on right here. And what's happening here, your feelings and everything. Why would you want to dive deep into, like, the energetic realm, like something that you're not going to understand? Because in this reality, when you're in this physical body, you're not going to understand it, because you're made right now. Like right now here, I'm made and I'm present to be experiencing this reality, not to be like over there trying to like, oh, aliens and oh, ghosts and oh, no, I don't know, but at least that's what I think. A lot of people go crazy because they want to see a ghost. They want to see something move. They misplace their keys and they're like, oh my God, it disappeared. Reality check. This reality, you cannot disappear. You cannot float. You cannot, there's no levitation. There's none of that. There's rules 100% engraved in this reality. And as much as it's interesting to like understand and feel or experience or whatever, it's just impossible. Okay? So just to give some people a reality check, because some people get too deep and they think that life is just, I don't know. They start living in a whole different reality, and that's when you start showing signs of like craziness. And that's because people don't understand. You're like you're creating this other reality. You're creating this other world in your head. And that's what a person that doesn't fit the normal criteria is labeled crazy. So be careful. Understand we are light, we are energy, we are soul. But understand that we're here. I don't know why I'm talking too much. I woke up wanting to talk, but understand that we're here to experience this life, this physical moment, So, we're talking about like the single Leos here. Again, I do have 2 possible prospects here in the month of August. A little closed out though. Open up, Leo, to find love. There's a chance you're gonna find somebody, or that you want to see someone in the month of August here with the sun. I want to clarify what the sun is. It just says that overall, it's gonna be a fun, rest of summer. Shit. 5 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. 6 of Wands. Okay. Some of you Leos are having like financial difficulties, or will have financial difficulties through the month of August. It doesn't have to hold you back from dating. It also, with the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, it's like it's gonna be an on and off type of situation. You're gonna meet somebody who's maybe like at a distance, where it's like, this day, today I'm talking to you a lot, I'm making plans, but tomorrow we're not talking at all, and we're like silent. It's like on and off type of connection. I saw the Ten of Wands again, so man, there's blockages when it comes to like your love life, Leo. You know what? Since this is a long ass video, and it, like I'm talking too much, I'm gonna see who these people are. Okay, why don't we do that? Let's just move all this aside. Whatever problems are gonna be there, and we'll get them fixed. We'll assess them. But you know what, Leo? Let's see who these suitors are. We have a Earth sign here. Whoa, Ten of Cups. So you have somebody who's looking for love. Who's looking for a partner here, who's serious about you, Leo, who's serious about, finding the one. The Earth sign, or whoever is exhibiting, is that a word? Whoever feels like they're kind of earthy, grounded, kind of more about like long term, they want to find that one. Okay, so they're gonna offer you that opportunity. But if it gets to the point where it's like chaotic, it's difficult, they're probably not going to go with it. But I feel like suitor number one does want the ultimate, living together, being married, having kids, if you want to have kids. If not, it's just being together, living together. It's just that they bring a lot of drama, or you're the one bringing the drama, because it is fire. Five of Wands here. Give me one more card for this possible suitor here. Tower. Yeah, so might not work out with the Page of Pentacles. Let's see the Page of Swords. Let's see the air sign here. Hermit. So Page of Swords, someone here is again, Page of Swords, Page of Wands, the Hermit. So some of you guys are with some of you guys are gonna meet somebody, or you guys are gonna reconnect with somebody that has been keeping an eye on you. I don't think you ever dated this person, or I don't think you know this person personally. Like, I don't think you ever met them, but they do like somehow do see you at afar. So it's like it's someone who is, let's just say this, not necessarily a fan, but it's someone who's thought about you, but you don't know them. This could be like a coworker. This could be like a neighbor that keeps looking at you, staring at you, and wondering about you. It's hard for them to like come forward and say something. But I feel like with the Chariot here, could be a like a water sign with air sign, or air sign with water there. But it's saying that they're gonna get the courage to come talk to you, or come see you, or something like that. 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck for the spread. It's like they've been waiting, and I feel like they're gonna pull the trigger, and they're gonna make this themselves be it's like they want to expose themselves, not in a bad way, but like to say, hey, I'm your neighbor, or hey, I work on that department over there. Like, I always see you, getting coffee. Like, what's up with you? Like something like that. Like someone's gonna gain the courage to like present themselves. But yeah, they have a strong connection with you for some reason. There's something deep that they feel about you. When you look at somebody and you're like, oh, that's weird, I feel like I know that person, or oh, that's weird, I feel like something off. Not necessarily about love, but some sort of curiosity, that they have about you, Leo. So yeah, you might date somebody and it's not gonna work out. The Tower. You might date an Earth sign, but it's not gonna work out. Or maybe there's an Earth sign that you already had a Tower with, and they're still interested. The air sign is like they're gonna come towards you, or you're gonna go towards them, regardless. Once they lose the fear, okay. Man, I've been talking way too much. I need to shut up. I need to shut up. All right. So when it comes to the Aries, how does Aries feel about Leo? They feel like it was unfair. They're still thinking of you. They're still having difficult times. They haven't gone over you. They're also traumatized of what happened between y'all two. So it's like, I don't know if they want another redo, but justice says that it was unfair. It was just unfair for them. That's what they're saying. Whoever this Aries is saying, hey, it was unfair. They might want another opportunity, or they're still hurt and still like processing the whole thing. You know, like whenever they think of the Leo, the Aries is like, oh, what a, you know, like missed that opportunity, traumatic, hard. All right, when it comes to the Taurus, how does the Taurus feel about the Leo? Ooh, they love you, but it's complicated. They're saying that it might be that earth sign that we're talking about if it's a new lover. They do have genuine love and genuine intentions, you know, of being in a relationship and loving you. This person does love you, but there's chaos. There's difficulties. There's also a lot of competition. That's what I'm hearing. They're saying, hey, I love Leo, but Leo has a lot going on. They never pay attention to me. It feels like Leo is more for other people, you know. Yeah, the Taurus is conflicted. They do love you, but they're conflicted on what is going to happen in this situation, okay? Yeah, it's hard for them. Could also be that a Taurus is still in love with you, but they talk bad about you with their friends, and now it's like, oh shoot, that's hard. All right, so let's go to the Taurus. Gemini, 4 of Cups. There's the Page of Swords. So Gemini is saying that it just doesn't, it feels empty. It just doesn't, you know, they don't feel content with how the situation is going or how everything turned out to be. 4 of Cups says that they felt left out, they felt rejected, and the Page of Swords says that maybe you don't care, or maybe they're telling me that they checked your social media, or they see you a lot, Leo, and you know they're a little guarded, you know, when it comes to you. They did have, you know, at the bottom of that 2 of Cups, they did offer you love, or you did offer them love. You guys, someone here did have like a true you know, soul connection here. Cancer. Cancer's still reminiscing. They're still analyzing. They're still, it's not fully over. Let's see. Next card. 5 of, okay. The Cancer's taking a break. They don't know if they want to go back to this. They don't know if they want to talk to you. They don't know if they want to break up with you for good, block you, or what. They're analyzing the situation, and they're taking a break. They're not gonna talk to you right now because they're in this analytical phase of what could this possibly be, or where could this possibly go. So they're gonna stay quiet. They're choosing to stay quiet right now. Okay. For some of you guys, you have a Cancer that is committed to. For some of you Leos, there's a Cancer here that there's a Cancer that it's in a situationship with someone else, but they're also claiming that they're single and they're trying to be with you. So I think it's like a third party, so watch out. All right, Leo on Leo. Soulmate. You need to make a decision, or they need to make a decision. Let's see. Fool. Eight of Wands. So if you're dealing with the Leo through the month of August, that's your person, another Leo. Um, they're gonna choose you. Two of or the Lovers is a decision needed to be made, right? And the Fool. So it's like someone's gonna choose to be with you. They're gonna choose to give you an opportunity here. Okay. If you are in a relationship with the Leo already, then it's good news. Okay, we're going all the way because at the bottom of the deck we have the Eight of Wands. So yeah, planification, movement forward. So yeah, this is a very good outcome if you meet a Leo on Leo season. It's like two suns come together. It's like, all right, Virgo. If you're dealing with a Virgo, if you're dealing with the Virgo Leo, they're very secretive. They're also listening to tarot. They do have interest in you. They do want to reconcile, reconnect. They do want to interact this connection. It's just that they're just, sometimes when I see the High Priestess, in a love, spread, or when it has to do with two people, it's like it's most of the times it's a tarot reader, or not a tarot reader, but like a tarot listener, or they know tarot, they know like I don't know, they know psychics or something like that, and they're afraid so that they rather see a green light in the cards before they make a move. That's why the High Priestess, sometimes they say, is secretive, or not, they don't make a move. They're just trying to intuitively get a sign. So if you're dealing with a Taurus, is like this Taurus does want to connect with you, that they want to grow with you, but at the same time, this Virgo is like, I need a sign that that me and the Leo are meant to be. Okay, but they're not in love with you. Is more like the Three of Pentacles is like more they want to work with you, they want to get to know you. Okay, I don't know why I said they're not in love with you. For some of you guys, they are not in love with you. Virgo, let's see. Libra. Five of Swords. Ten of Swords. The Libra is giving up. They're done. Moving away, moving forward. They're dropping this connection, whether them walking away, or them trying to one-up you, or hurt you. Be careful with the Libra, Leo. Either way, it's not going to work out with the Libra. You guys are going to have a really bad fight or battle or disagreement, argument. Okay, so watch out. What's next? Oh, the Scorpio. What's the Scorpio? Five of Cups. Try to flip over, so maybe I missed that opportunity. There's way too many. For the Scorpio, we have it's just not gonna work out. With the Scorpio, it's not gonna work out. I see like a lot of struggles between balancing this connection, or trying to be equal to this person, or be on fair, seeing eye to eye. Look at that, Five of Cups again. I told you, I saw that. It's just not gonna work out. If you're dealing with the Scorpio, Leo, it's a constant battle between the ego and the heart. And I feel like someone is already experiencing some sort of depression or something, some low vibration. I hope this is not a Scorpio that is trying to depend on your happiness or your light to be able to push through. I don't think so, but let's just put that out there. But I feel like the situation with the Scorpio is going to be a missed out opportunity. Okay, so it's not going to go anywhere, especially because that Death card is there. If you're dealing with the Scorpio and you're trying to get back with the Scorpio, there's big changes that need to happen before you guys get together. The Death card signifies, the Phoenix. I think we read that at the beginning. It's like the ending of something and the beginning of new, but within your persona. So it's like, if you cannot change, then the situation's not going to change. Here's the difficult part though. With the Death card, both of you guys have to change. Not just the person that messed up, or not just the person who's in the wrong. It's both of you guys need to evolve as persons to be able to expect something different from this situation, because if you guys don't, it's going to be the same cycle over and over. Same thing. You know, oh, here comes July. This is where we will break up, and we have one of those, you know, like hot, hot girl summer or hot dude summer. I don't know what, gym bro summer, whatever. And it continues to be. It's like a cycle that, you know, around this time, this is where we get into a fight. This is where we start arguing, and it happens again and again and again. You know, so yeah, it's crazy. Let's see, Scorpio, Sagittarius. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius here, there's information, communication happening here. There's an alignment here. If you're dealing with Sagittarius, clarity. Too many cards. Give me one more card. The Sagittarius does want to be with you. They're obsessed with you. Nine of Cups, they want you. That's all they want is you. So I do have a Sagittarius there's going to be like all about you. Okay, Leo. Like once this Sagittarius locks eyes, look at that. That's them. Damn, they want you bad. They want to have you really bad. Whoever this Sagittarius is, they're like, that's my Leo right there. Whoever this Sagittarius is, like, once they lock eyes onto you, they're gonna fall in love. Yeah. Let's see here. Sagittarius, Capricorn. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, oof. You have a Capricorn from the past, maybe. Told you. Ooh, I told you. Did I not say that and then that card popped out? I told you you have a Capricorn from the past. Judgment. Doesn't have to be from the past, but it's just not going to happen. No way it's going to happen. Judgment, 10 of Wands. It's like going back to someone from the past, or someone coming back to you, but bringing the same freaking problems, bringing the same BS, saying, oh my God, just before you get to my door and knock, turn around and just go that way. I don't need your problems. I don't need none of that. If you're trying to reconcile with a Capricorn from the past, it's not going to happen. All right? It's not going to happen. Vice versa. They're trying to reconcile with you. Not going to happen. And if you're going through some sort of divorce, some sort of ending with the Capricorn, it's going to be like that. It's going to be ended. It's going to get even more difficult. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. Aquarius. If you're dealing with an Aquarius here. Aquarius. Aquarius. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, Aquarius is a little sketchy here. A little sketchy individual with the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Is like, huh. Anyways, so if you're dealing with an Aquarius, Aquarius is thinking, dreaming of you. They're also healing from some sort of thing. They could have some sort of medical, going through something medical with the Four of Swords. They're healing from a surgery, some sort of cold, flu. They're just resting. If it's not medical, if it's not health related, it's more like they're just going through this phase in life where they just want to relax on their own. They are present in your life, Leo, but they're emotionally unavailable, and they're not making a move on you. I think the Aquarius wants you to make a move on them. It's just that Seven of Swords is just sketchy. I don't ever like the Seven of Swords. And it doesn't matter who you get it with, your mom, your dad, your brother, your lover. Seven of Swords is like, tell me what you're hiding. Tell me what's going on through your head, because there's something that you're not telling me. There's something that, you know, that you're avoiding with me. So what is it, you know? Aquarius, Pisces. If you're dealing with a Pisces, Ace of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. If you're dealing with the Pisces is saying, I want to be single. You might be telling the Pisces that, or you might be giving vibes to the Pisces that they want to be single, okay? I think if you're dealing with the Pisces, you guys are going to end up being independent of each other. I think you're encountering, or you're dealing with a very luscious. Why did I say luscious? Very good looking. I don't know why my mouth is all watery all of a sudden. Maybe because Pisces is water, but oh my goodness, who is this person? You're probably dealing with a really good looking Pisces. It's just that commitment for the Pisces is just very difficult. They're in their power. They're very strong. They're very independent. And even if they do like you, even if they do show like signs of wanting to be with you, for them it's really hard. It's not because they don't want to be with you. It's just because they're already used to being single and independent for a good long time. So if you're dealing with the Pisces, give them some time. Continue the growth. Continue to, be there. Don't let them go if you really want that person, because I feel like that's a really good person for you, Leo. I don't know why, but you just have to be a little bit more persistent. Okay, there is honest and truthful communication happening between y'all two, but the Nine of Pentacles also pertains to, like, I don't know if I want to be in a relationship right now, but if you just wait till I'm done, or I closed out some sort of cycle or something like that, or finished with something, I'll definitely consider being with you. But right now I have to be single. I don't know what that is, Leo. You tell me, because I just read cards and I follow my intuition, and that's all I do. So if that does not make sense, then maybe that's not for you, or maybe you just haven't experienced it yet. So let me know by the end of August, okay? All right, and then to finalize this video, Leo, I'm gonna get 2 angel cards for you. If you are here with me through this whole entire, is it like a 2-hour video for Leo, then thank you so much. I appreciate you. I don't know why you listen to me so much, but thank you. Thank you. Nine of Action. There we go. You have 9 of Action. You work hard to create the things you cherish in your life, such as beloved relationships, amazing accomplishments. Whoa. Amazing accomplishments, and heart and home. Rest assured that all these treasures and you are being constantly protected by your angels. In return, Mother Earth, the animals, and the environment need your protection. That's funny that I was reading this, but at the same time I was like remembering a video of I'm not gonna get into it, because then I'm gonna be here for another hour talking about that particular instance. I don't know. Maybe I need a podcast where I like talk a lot. But tarot is like not where I want to throw in my 2 cents, I guess. So yeah, 9 of Action. I'm gonna put it here. It's gonna focus so you can read it to yourself. Because I was thinking of this other video that I saw, and I was thinking of talking about it, but I'm not going to talk about it because I know you guys don't like it. 9 of Abundance. Life is wonderful. Your hard work and dedication to your dreams will prove you with great peace and contentment. Take time to enjoy quiet moments of reflection and leisure. Feel free to buy yourself small, luxurious gifts. You've earned the financial security and independence you now enjoy. So pretty soon you're going to be pretty abundant. If we go back to the beginning of the reading, Leo, I told you there's big changes happening with you. Be happy, be positive, own that message. Like, that's your message. If you disbelieve that you are entitled, or you are worthy, or you're not worthy of money or abundance or happiness, then you're going to make your life sour. It's what you tell yourself. It's what you create in your head. Remember that. If you're going to explore the tarot, the occult, and the things like that, there's a lot of things that are not true. There's a lot of things that don't make sense. Don't get lost in that world, okay? Come back to reality. This is where you need to be. This is where we need you to be the strongest. Work on your addictions. Work on your issues, your faults. Work on things that you don't like about yourself. And you're going to see how life is going to change. Because a lot of people are stuck in this metaphysical idea of life when it's like happening right here, right now. This very second that just passed, I will never get that second back ever in my life. This is the time to take action. This is the reality where you gotta push and believe and love hard and freaking prevail through everything, you know? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you stop a random person in the street and tell them what's the hardest thing you ever gone through, and you're gonna get people that are gonna tell you, man, like, I was in bed for like in a coma for like 2 years, and I fought every ounce of energy, every drop of energy that I had. I wanted to survive. When there's people walking here saying, I don't want to be in this world, I don't deserve none of this, you know, it's like, you're healthy, you're good, your possibilities are like endless. You have so much strength, so much power, so much love and light within yourself to create anything that you want. It's just that sometimes we're just lazy. It's sometimes we just want validation. We want someone to say, pat us in the back and say, hey, oh, I'm sorry you're having a bad day, but hey, I'll make it better and I'll get you some ice cream. Like, no, go get yourself the ice cream. Go do something for yourself. And don't depend on other people, you know? But yeah, 9 of abundance, 9 of action, 2 9s, Leo. So it's a good thing. 2 9s is good. It's funny because if you add 9 plus 9, that's 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. So it's maybe 3 9s. So look up what the 9 number is significant, I guess. Maybe you're gonna see a lot of 9s or something like that. Anyways, Leo, this is where I end this whole rant about tarot and you know, the conversation we had, and everything is pretty much everything I say is things that I've accumulated, things that just come from my intuition, things that I experience, but ultimately you are the creator. You are in control of your life. So whatever it is that you want to create, go ahead. As long as you're not hurting people, as long as you're not pushing people or lowering people energetically, do your thing. Do your thing, because you were meant to be here. You were meant to do everything you ever wanted. And just because someone says, I don't believe you can achieve that, doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, because you're going to prove everybody wrong. You're going to show your strength, your power, your love, and your determination to get whatever it is that you need to get. Okay? That's it. I'm done. I am going to the gym. And yeah, that's your whole 2-hour long reading for the 8/8 portal, Leo, for the month of August, I guess. I don't know. But thank you so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. Remember that life starts with love. The heart is the main thing, is the most powerful thing here. You know, your mind is going to play tricks on you. Your body's also going to play tricks and try to, you know, push you towards different things. So it's your connection to the soul and to God that will give you additional strength. So remember that if you feel lonely or low. It's just a brief moment, okay? Meditate, connect to God. Be thankful for your blessings, and you know what's to come ahead of you, whether good or bad. You know, we're all in it. It's not just you, it's everybody. It's me. So I'm gonna go to the gym, work out a little bit, and get some food, and then I don't know what else. Come back and do some tarot readings or something. Thank you so much, Angel 101, Doris, Renee, yo. What up, Renee? Farah, the real furious. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you for listening to me, whatever, even if it was just a second. Appreciate y'all. Bye. Have a good weekend. Well, I'll come back later tonight for more tarot readings. So if you have a question and you want a personal reading from me, and you want it to be free, stay tuned, because I will do donation based questions and also free questions. Just let me know, I don't have anything, can you just answer this for me, please, Rigo? I'll be like, heck yeah, I got you. My gift is a gift, you know, it's meant to be shared. So if you feel I can make you feel better, if you feel like I can empower you, encourage you, by all means come over here and I'll give you a couple of words, some motivation.